One of the new creatures in the new monster manual is that of the Arch Hag, which are basically super powerful hags, like up to 11, and sometimes they're even in like their covenants, which make them even more powerful. These guys are basically immortal, unpredictable, and they have so many secrets, and they are willing to probably most likely strike a magical bargain. So you could actually introduce these as a potential thing to get your players to potentially like do something that's outside the ordinary. And however, it will come at a great cost, but they'll be able to defeat an even greater evil with it, you know? So that's one of the major ways. A lot of times these guys are, though, self-interest, greedy, and they do have sometimes bizarre fascinations and affections. So there's a lot of different ways you can go and run these guys. They do like to avoid combat, so keep that in mind. You know, they might be more willing to talk, these specifically, especially if you're running them in game. And another funny thing is they actually have a bunch of weaknesses. You don't have to use any of these, but like they have the bone of arch hag's first love and stuff like that, and the multiverse's worst pun. They have, so these will all come into play if you were to try to go ahead and fight them. We can also go ahead and look at their layer, which is very interesting, as they have basically a few different like ability score decreases, which is kind of funny. And additionally, they also provide within their layers range, anytime basically an ally finishes the long rest, they can actually go ahead and next time they cast a spell slot, it also casts confusion centered on themselves, which is very funny. Anyway, we're also going to look at their stat block. So they are kind of powerful. They're CR 21 specifically. They increase obviously in difficulty if they have that layer stuff. They have 20 AC, 333 hit points. They also have Coven Magic, which makes them even more deadly because their spells increase. They also have Legendary Resistances, Magic Resistance, Spiteful Escape, so even if it drops to 0, it will go ahead and still probably escape. Which is horrible unless you have some way of preventing that. They also have a multi-attack, as well as a spiritual claw or spectral claw. And then they also have a crackling wave, which is it curses. I want to point out if they don't save. They also have spell casting, obviously. Mass suggestion, modify memory, and plane shift, pretty good. And then they also have witch strike, tongue twister, as in the final one they have legendary actions. Anyway, these guys crazy powerful. Don't probably mess with them. They have counter spell as a reaction, and they're pretty cool to use in your games, I think.